Hey everyone! This video is going to cover the Principles of Supervision DSST. This was the last of 5 tests I took in a single day, and my brain was pretty fried by the end. The good news, it's not that hard of a test, and I still walked away with a 468. That's good enough for an A at pretty much every college that still gives a grade for these things, so I'm pretty happy with that. If we haven't met yet, I'm Justin with Free-Clep-Prep, and we've been helping people pass CLEPs and DSSTs for almost 2 decades. We have free study guides, flashcards, and full-length practice tests all designed to help you earn college credit. I've built all of these from first-hand knowledge. I go and personally take these tests to make sure I'm not giving you any bad info. I've actually taken the Principles of Supervision DSST 3 times now over the last 20 years, so let's talk about what you can expect to see on it. I've always considered this test to be one of the easiest out there. If you've ever had a leadership class or worked in project management, you could probably take this cold and be fine. If not, it's going to take some study, but not all that much. First off, you need to know about the different levels of management. Those are generally accepted to be front or first-line managers, middle or operations management, and senior or executive management. Now there's a lot of gray in there depending on the organization, but for the purposes of this test, it's going to be those 3. You need to know the responsibilities of each level. Who do they interact with? What level of technical knowledge do they need? What kind of plans do they follow? Know the different types of plans. Understand the difference between strategic, tactical, operation, and contingency plans. It's not complicated stuff, and those map to the different levels of management about how you would expect. Executives use strategic plans, long vision. Middle management uses tactical, and frontline supervisors are all about the operational. There are a few other types which we cover on the site, but those are the big ones. When setting goals for those plans, know what makes them SMART, S-A-M-R-T. Now let's talk about authority and power. They are not the same thing. You can use power without authority, but authority without power is going to run into trouble. Understand the difference and how each can be used. There are different types, and you will likely see questions about this on the DSST. We've got all of this on the free study guide, so make sure you run through them if this is new to you. A lot of what we've talked about so far falls into the different management theories. I would know the big names like Maslow, Drucker, McClelland, McGregor, and have a good grasp on those theories. Next, control systems. Know what feedback, feed-forward, and concurrent mean, and when you should use them. If you know what they are, you can probably figure out the rest with some common sense. Know how groups are formed, and what the different stages are in a group's life cycle. You'll also need to know some human resource knowledge. Topics like the different types of performance reviews, affirmative action, sexual harassment, quid pro quo, fraternization. Those are all good to have down. Likewise, understanding labor laws and how unions work is also important for supervisors. Project management is a big part of this exam as well. Know the phases of managing a project, and when given a scenario, be able to identify which phase a project is in. Know project management tools like the Gantt and PERT charts, how to run a SWOT analysis, and what the critical path method means. If you know everything I've mentioned here, you're well on your way to passing this exam. It's not hard. I would even say it's easier than the Principles of Management CLEP just because it doesn't go as deep. We cover everything we mentioned here and more on our free study guide. Use our free flashcards and full-length practice test to see where you are and how much effort you're going to need to put into this. If you're in a hurry, we've got a quick prep bundle to get you ready in hours rather than weeks. It comes with more practice tests, audio versions of our quick prep summaries so you can listen on the go, a personalized study guide that can track where you're weak, and a whole lot more. That'll be free for the first few days after this video drops. So if you plan on taking this test in the next 2 months, get your access now. If you missed the free promotion and want to get notified about others, hit the subscribe and the bell icons below. That'll be it for this video. It was a quick one. Western Civilization 2 is up next, so I will see you then. Go get those credits. We're cheering for you.